refresher on P. Diddy's 5 counts. Put them on the screen. Racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, transportation for prostitution of Ventura and others, sex trafficking of Jane, transportation for prostitution of Jane and others. They've come to a verdict on the bottom 4, Vic. The top one, racketeering, they're still unclear on that. What's going on here?
What's going on is the jury is confused or they're unconvinced. If you have a group of lawyers and you try to describe what a racketeering charge is, you may, amongst 12 people, have 12 different definitions. But generally speaking, a RICO charge requires a jury to say this was a criminal organization, but think of it as a criminal corporation. So rather than just individual businesses, there's a leader of the business that says, this is our platform, this is what we're going to sell, this is how we're going to sell it. This jury has a problem differentiating the allegation of an organized corporate structure versus individual charges and individual pieces of evidence. Some of the assistants testified, and the jury may be grappling with whether these assistants had specific marching orders to commit these acts specifically for sex trafficking.
But coming back quickly on the first or this last 4, I got to go, but it's bad news, you think, for P. Diddy.
It is bad news, and it could get worse because the judge can add on a number of enhancements which were proven by the evidence.
Meantime, Nicole, here's Trump on alligator Alcatraz.
These people come in here, they want to go home, and they want to go home, so we immediately send them home, you know, where it's appropriate. Now, if somebody's a real killer, we don't send them anywhere. We put them in a maximum security.
I mean, it's in your neck of the woods, Nicole. What do you think of this?
I actually think it's brilliant. I know that there are a lot of people. I was just having a discussion with a friend this evening, and she's like, yeah, I know people that were out there protesting, and they're so upset, and all these environmentalists. You know what? This is a space that should be used. It's already there. It's not harming the environment to put them there. And frankly, I've been discussing a number of prison breaks on the news recently. I don't see any possibility of prison breaks when you're surrounded by alligators, pythons, and mosquitoes. You know, it's just outside of Miami-Dade County, Collier County. And I think it's actually very smart, good use of space, and let's do what needs to get done. Let's get beds, and let's get these immigrants back to where they belong, back to their home countries.
I'm out of time. I want to put this up. Fox News writes the following about the University of Idaho murders. Brian Kohberger, as part of the plea, he will apparently not have to explain himself or answer why he committed the crimes. The Gonsalves family, this is Kayla Gonsalves' family, says, quote, this one is from the victims. At a bare minimum, please require a full confession, full accountability, location of the murder weapon, confirmation of the defendants that acted alone, and true facts of what happened that night. We deserve to know is the last line. And they do, Vic. They deserve to know. I've got about 20 seconds for you.
They do deserve to know, and Idaho has a Bill of Rights for victims. What they don't have an obligation to receive are specific details. The elements of the crimes are going to be admitted on the record. They're not entitled to more. They're not going to get that. Of course, that creates emptiness, but that's the state of the law.
And in some states, you can't do that. Some states, you have to notify the family. You have to let them know everything you've learned about the case.
You have to let them know what's going on with the case and potential disposition. In this case, some families say we were properly advised. Some families say we were, but we objected. The prosecution has the final say.
Vic Bajaj, Nicole Parker, thank you both.